Today is my brother Pat's birthday. He would have been 70 years old. Pat was just 21 when he tragically died in a car accident in 1977. I was 20 at the time. Back then, we performed together in our family band, the Glover Brothers. We had a gig at the Holiday Inn in Santa Cruz, California, where Pat taught me an unforgettable lesson in humanity, respect, morals, and humility, one that resonated even more deeply after his passing. The gig was amazing, packed every night. Among the crowd was a young guy named Willie, a skinny, Hersheydark kid who somehow snuck in regularly despite being underage. He always dressed as nicely as he could, but his clothes were a little off, and he had an odor. At that time in my life, I did not understand what homelessness was. We jokingly called him Mr. Willie. Pat and I shared a room during the gig. One day, I walked in and heard the shower running while Pat sat on the bed. On the floor were filthy clothes that clearly weren't his. Pat looked up and said, "Mr. Willie is taking a shower." I was furious and told Pat that Willie had better be gone when I returned. Looking back, I realized how blind I was to my own arrogance. We left Santa Cruz shortly after that successful gig. We were booked to return, but before we could, Pat passed away. I returned alone to Santa Cruz to inform the club owner and cancel the contract. Before I left, Mr. Willie showed up, excited to see us back in town. When he asked about Pat, I had to tell him the heartbreaking news. Willie began to cry and ran away as fast as he could. I never saw him again. In that moment, I became a vastly different person for the better. Thank you, Pat and Mr. Willie.